All right, welcome back to day 2 of our 30-day meditation. Welcome. So I'm glad you can all join me here today. We have 2 other women joining us here in the room in Motherful, Colombia. Um, and I am grateful to start day 2. So I want to take a moment to acknowledge you for returning today. Yesterday we began with a simple yet profound realization that meditation isn't about becoming someone new. It's about returning to who you've always been, beyond the noise and the distraction and the stories, all of it coming back to the natural self. So today we're going to explore one of the greatest gifts that we've been given, our breath. So the beautiful thing about the breath is that it's always with us. No matter where you are, no matter what you're feeling, no matter what has happened, your breath is there and it's your constant companion. The thing is, many of us don't know how to work with the breath as the powerful tool that it's in. Most of us move through life breathing very unconsciously. When we're stressed, our breath becomes shallow. When we're anxious, we often hold our breath without realizing it. And when we're overwhelmed, our nervous system shifts into survival mode or hypervigilance, and our breathing naturally reflects that state. But on the other side, the opposite is also true. When we consciously slow and deepen our breath, we send messages to our body that we're safe, and that is reflected in the change in our nervous system. We invite it to relax. Our mind begins to slow down. One of the teachings from Kundalini Yoga is that the breath follows the mind and the mind follows the breath. So you'll see that your state of mind and your breath has this connection. Like I said, when you're anxious or afraid, your breathing pattern will be very much different than if you are in a calm state of mind, you're having happy thoughts, and you're more relaxed. And vice versa, if you find yourself in a dysregulated state, if you start consciously breathing, you could start to change your thoughts and your state of mind. So as I said, this is one of the most powerful tools that you have all the time with you that you can utilize and access on a more conscious level to be in a more meditative state throughout your life. Because the goal is, not to just come to the meditation or the yoga mat and do your meditation practice. It is to take that state of consciousness, that state of resonance with you as much as you can throughout your day, so that meditation in the morning ripples out and informs the rest of your day. So by doing this, we become more present, and this is why the breath has been, at the heart of contemplative traditions for thousands of years, because it's always available. It costs nothing. It asks for nothing. It simply wants our attention and presence. So today, let your breath become your anchor. Every time your mind wanders, you return to the breath. Every time you become distracted, the practice is returning to the breath. Every time you feel overwhelmed, you return to the breath. So by doing that in our meditation practice, we train ourselves, we train our mind, our body to follow that new pattern of what is my breath doing? And then you return to the breath again and again and again. They call it a meditation practice because it is a practice. You come back to the practice, you take the feedback from your previous practice, and you can improve and change upon it. So to begin, we're going to begin with some gentle movements to prepare the body. So as always, it's always an invitation. The primary thing is to listen to your body and give yourself what you need. So as we begin yesterday, we can start to just move into the shoulders and to the neck. So you can begin to roll your shoulders forward and always have awareness of the breath. So as we're moving here, you're inviting yourself to be more present in the body, more present and to notice what's going on with the shoulders. But as I said, your breath is your constant companion. So maybe linking the breath and the movement. As you roll forward, you inhale, exhale, you roll back and down. If you do nothing today with this practice, if you simply just breathe long and deep, that is the most powerful practice you can do. Now you can reverse the shoulders, now bringing them up and back. You can play with the speed at which you do this. You might find if you go slower, it feels a little different. Then you can speed it up and go a little bit faster. Maybe even try one shoulder at a time, alternating. Maybe reverse that direction with the alternation of one shoulder at a time going forward. Then moving into the neck, left to right, dropping the chin forward, inhaling, rolling to the right, back, then to the left. Reversing the directions. When you're ready, you can return to stillness and take both hands and just massage the back of your neck into your shoulders. We hold so much tension in these areas. And when you're ready, you can just pause and return to stillness. Inhaling long and deep, filling up the abdomen with breath. Exhaling long and deep. Now we're going to move into seated cat-cows. So you take the palms of your hand, place them on your knee. And you're going to inhale, pushing the chest forward. Exhaling, rounding the spine. And really, like I said, more than the movement is the breath. Think about it as the movement of the breath. And the posture is just facilitating that on a deeper level. Play with the speed here. Maybe start nice and slow and intentional. Inhaling. And maybe right at the height of that movement, you pause and hold it for a second. Then you exhale, rounding the spine. Maybe pausing and holding it there for a second. And then as you go along, gently start to speed it up just a little bit. Breathing through the nose. Maybe the breath can become a little bit more audible. Now let's speed it up even more. Now let's take one big inhale. Hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Exhale. And just find a moment of stillness right where you are. These movements coupled with the pranayama is very powerful. So drop into that, let's call it the afterglow of that practice. And just notice the subtle shift. So our next practice, you can extend the arms outward to the side and you start with them on the ground. So your fingertips are on the ground. And you're just gonna inhale the arms all the way up overhead and you stretch. And then you exhale and release them back down to the side. Inhaling, stretching up, exhaling down. And here you can imagine like your hands maybe have paint on them and you're painting your aura field, your energy field in a particular color, whatever color comes to mind. Maybe blue for peace and tranquility, pink for love, compassion. Really just stretching and linking the breath with the movement. So inhaling up, fully expanding, exhaling down, and then contracting the abdomen back toward the spine. And maybe here you can inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, letting go. You might feel a little fire in that muscle of the arm because we're not used to that movement. Push for a few more minutes or seconds and inhaling and exhaling. When you're ready, come back to the neutral. And once again, come back to stillness and then come back to the breath. When you come to stillness like this, I invite you to center your awareness right in the first eye. All right, we're gonna do spinal twists. What we can do is inhale the arms up, and we're gonna twist to the left. So that right hand comes to that left knee, the left hand comes behind your back, and you twist, looking over, trying to look over that left shoulder. And that right hand can help you greatly because as you're holding onto the knee, it helps you twist into that side body. Long, deep breaths here. Long, deep breaths, feeling that expansion. Twists like these are great because it's kind of like wringing out and giving the organs, those internal organs, a massage. can take one last inhale, exhale, and then inhale the arms back up overhead. And now twist to the opposite side. That left hand on the right knee, the right hand behind. Twisting, looking over that right shoulder the best you can. And long, deep breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. As you inhale, you'll feel the expansion. Exhaling, releasing all stagnant air from the body. And now giving those internal organs a massage. A few more inhales and exhales here. Final inhale. Exhale. Now inhale the arms back up. Now stretch the legs out front. And then exhale, bending forward, grabbing the toes or the shins. Come to that forward fold and just hold it here and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. And find that maybe on the exhale you can loosen and go into the fold just a little bit more. On your next inhale, rise up. Exhale and put the arms down to the sides. Shake out the legs. Give them a little massage. And when you're ready, you can come to butterfly. So still seated, bring the soles of the feet together, touching. And you can gently bounce your knees, deepening into the breath, because we hold a lot of tightness and tension in those hips, pelvic area. So just gently bounce as you inhale and exhale. Long, deep inhale and exhale. See if you can make that breath audible. And from here, you can find stillness and inhale the arms up. And then you can begin to bring the hands to the floor, just bending gently, stretching into those hips. And you can play with how deep you want to go here. You can walk the fingers out in front of you to deepen that stretch. Maybe finding a place where you're riding your edge. You're not pushing too much, but you feel a little discomfort there, and you breathe into it. You hold it, and you use the breath to deepen into that. can push yourself back up. Now you can bring the right knee, extend that left leg at kind of at an angle, and then bring that right foot into, what do you call that? Into your groin area. And then you can inhale the body up, exhale and fall over that left knee that is extended. And just listen to your body of how deep you want to go. The importance is the breath, that you keep breathing in that posture, breathing into any tightness, into any tension. And you can play with this posture. You can keep that left hand on the left foot. Then you can look up toward the sky and stretch that right hand upward and just feel that stretch. Breathing long, deep inhale and exhale into that side body. One more inhale. Come up and release the position, then switch your legs. Bend in that left foot, bring it in toward the groin, then extend that right leg now. Inhale the arms up, exhale and fold over that right foot. Inhaling and exhaling, lengthening and deepening the breath, feeling that stretch behind the knees, in that groin and hip area. Just deepening the breath, utilizing the breath to soften and relax more into those areas of tightness and tension. Once again, you can leave that right hand where it is and then extend that left hand up while you're looking up at the ceiling, feeling that stretch in the side body. Inhaling and exhaling, just deepening the breath here, finding where it feels good. One more inhale, exhale, and release. So the last movement that we'll do, we'll bring the hands up, kind of making like a square with our arms. And from here, we are going to inhale left, exhale right. And just find your own pace. Be mindful and try to keep the arms up, but inhale left, exhale right. You can start off a little slow. Do some powerful breaths here through the nose. That audible breath. Keep going, keep going. Maybe try to go a little faster. More powerful breath. Now inhale, come to center and hold the breath. Hold the breath. Exhale and lower the arms. Come to stillness and just witness the breath. Witness the energetic shift. And just rest in that stillness. Letting the breath flow naturally, effortlessly. We'll do one more breathing practice. This one just came to me. So this one, we're going to inhale the arms up kind of like this. Exhale back. You can imagine like a candle in front of you and you're trying to blow it out through your nose. On that inhale, you really expand the belly and fill up. At the height of that, you pause and then exhale forcefully. Speed it up a little bit now. Couple more rounds, keep going. And always at the end, we want to inhale deeply and then we hold that breath in. So inhale, hold it for a few seconds. Exhale slowly, returning to just witnessing the breath. Noticing what you notice. Naturally breathing, resting in that stillness. Witnessing the breath. Now allow your hands to rest comfortably. You can keep your eyes closed. Now bring your awareness to the natural flow of your breath. Maybe notice the coolness of the inhale, the warmth of the exhale, feeling the gentle movement of your belly, rising and falling with each inhale and exhalation. The subtle rise and fall of your chest. There is nothing to change here, only to notice. Your breath has been with you since the day you were born. It has carried you through every joyful moment, every challenge, every loss, every celebration, and your breath is here with you now. So as thoughts arise, you simply notice them and you return to the breath. Imagine your breath as an anchor. No matter how strong the waves come, the anchor remains steady. No matter how busy the mind becomes, the breath remains. Each inhale invites you into this present moment, and each exhale invites you to let go a little deeper. You don't need to chase peace. You simply create the conditions where peace can naturally arise. And that is the power of intentional and conscious breathing, the power of being intentional with your practice and your routine, making time to be consistent with your self-care, being aware of your inner critic, switching that internal conversation to be more loving and compassionate for yourself. Just continue to rest in the breath here. Noticing the inhalation, the exhalation. And if anything pulls your attention, you notice it. Oh, there's a thought. Then you come back to the breath. This is the practice of meditation because we're not trying to stop our thoughts. The thoughts come and go. The emotions come and go. And we are the witnessing consciousness of it all. So the breath helps us to anchor in the present moment, helps us to anchor in the sea of life, which can be tumultuous at times. But that breath as the anchor, your meditation practice, coming back to it every day as an anchor, your movement practice, your nature connection, connecting with others, is all a part of that practice. Practice for peace, for connection, for the life that you desire. As we prepare to close, take one slightly deeper inhale. And then you exhale slowly. Inhaling again, feeling that expansion and the rise of your abdomen as you inhale. Take one final deep sip. Hold it there for a minute. And then slowly, slowly, slowly exhale. Notice how you feel. Notice the simplicity of this practice. The breath as your teacher. The breath as your guide and anchor. So as we close our practice, I want to remind you that the meditation practice continues throughout your day. In moments of challenge or frustration or anger, if you simply remember to pause and return to the breath, it's like giving yourself a gentle reset. So as our final closing, we want to close with a great invocation and share the joy and the tranquility that we feel in this moment with the world. So as we calm our minds and regulate our nervous system, we become more present with those around us. Our peace influences our families, our communities, and the collective field and consciousness that we all share. So through self-peace, may we attain earth peace. Let us now offer the fruits of this practice in service to humanity and all of life through the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of all. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of all. May Christ consciousness return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of all, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Take one final deep breath. May every conscious breath we take become an offering of peace. May our presence become medicine. May our lives become a blessing to the earth and to all beings. So thank you for returning today. And I invite you to maybe take out your journal and just do a little writing. And the journal prompt for today is, where do I lose connection with my breath? What situations cause the breathing to become shallow or rushed? How does my body feel when I'm disconnected from my breath? How do I feel after consciously breathing for just a few moments? Where can I use my breath as an anchor today? So my breath is always here, gently guiding me back to the present moment. So I want to thank you for joining today, day 2 of our 30-day meditation. If you're not able to join live and you're watching the replay, I send you a lot of love and gratitude for you still continuing your practice. And the replays will be posted it'll be posted soon. Well, have a beautiful day. It was good to see you all and to share this practice with you. You're welcome. And if you joined me here on this live stream, this was day 2 of our 30-day meditation. You can still join. As I said, if you don't join live, I send out the replays and you can watch that and be able to utilize 30 days of meditation. You'll have the replays and you can utilize it in your life in any fashion you'd like. So I hope that you enjoyed this practice and you'll return to it again. If you want to sign up, the link is in my bio. Have a beautiful day and keep deepening your breath.